Hello, welcome to another Tweedy Outdoors, or is it an English sparkling with Tweedy video? I don't even know yet. One of the wonderful things about being unemployed was that I woke up this morning with wonderfully nothing to do. So I thought to myself, what do I want to do with my day today? And I realised it's pretty simple really. I would just like to go and find somewhere to buy some English sparkling and then go and find a nice green place somewhere in London to drink it. Now the first part of that to-do list may be slightly more challenging than it at first sounds, because I've probably complained about this before. London is not actually a very good place to buy English sparkling. I don't know why there's this strange disinterest in it from people in the capital, but I did find one in Crouch End of all places, which is not really a million miles from where I live, but it is a slightly awkward place to go to by public transport. However, there is this stretch of green walkway, or it's more brown from the mud at the moment, but somewhat green walkway called the Parkland Walk. It sort of branches off from Highgate and then heads in the I'm not exactly sure where it ends, but it does pass through Crouch End on the way. This is where I was aiming for the curiously named Fridge of Plenty, as I was sort of briefly whinging about earlier. The number of places in London that have even anything more than just an absolute token offering of English sparkling or English wine in general is surprisingly low, and I don't think this is it's obviously not a shop entirely devoted to that, but they do at least have an A board outside saying English wines, which is promising. I think they have a handful to choose from, which is better than most. Quite impressed with that. The Fridge of Plenty, I think I counted about 8, 9, possibly even 10 different English sparkling wines there, and a good selection also in the fridge. So I picked up a couple of bottles. I have some 40 Hall. I haven't yet tried their 2019. I'm going to go find a nice spot to open that up. I note there are benches dotted along here and there on the Parkland Walk, so I could of course sit here and open up a bottle of English sparkling, but do I really want to? I think I'd rather press on. I'm retracing my steps back along the Parkland Walk. I think I'll just walk back to Highgate and then perhaps head on to the Heath from there. Nicer weather than I expected today. I thought it was just going to be cloudy all day, but we're getting little patches of blue sky, which is great. This is one of my favourite of recent months wine drinking spots, by this fallen tree over the River Fleet. It's very early stages. You can actually just about see a trickle of water by here by this point. Still quite muddy, but just about see some flowing water in places. So I think I'm going to try this 40 Hall today. It's a wine I've had before from previous vintages, but I've yet to try the 2019. This is a producer I've had wine from several times before, different vintages. 40 Hall. Believe it or not, they are based inside the M25. Miraculously, they're in Enfield, so probably less than 10 miles from where I'm sitting now, maybe 7 or 8. They have a small farm on the edge of the City of London, well, not the City of London, on the edge of London, the borough of Enfield. And they are an all organic producer. I think it's ran as a sort of social enterprise, possibly not-for-profit kind of thing. They mostly are ran by volunteers. On the nose, say it is a bit more appley. I'm not immediately getting those lovely peachy, stone fruity sort of notes. Does however have a really very zingy acidity, which I love. Quite a nice mouthfeel, fairly good lingering finish, and perhaps here on the palate I'm getting a bit of those more sort of peachy kind of notes rather than the just purely apple. Yeah, maybe that's coming out a tiny bit now. Possibly a bit of apricot, something like that. Overall though, that's pretty pleasant. Fairly happy with that. The sun's out now, it's nice. Got a friend, look. What a beautiful spot. approaching the top of Parliament Hill, which usually offers the best view if there is anything of a sunset to be seen. It is a little bit cloudy in that direction, so it might not be the best, but nice skies over there towards Highgate.